Greetings again, brothers. This is your brother Yusuf back again with another video. Today's topic is concerning about what it's going to take for you to start to reach your potential as a man. And I want you to kind of focus on this concept about it's going to take effort. The number one thing that you want to understand is that there is no shortcuts in the process. There's no shortcuts in this process. And a lot of times where we fall short and why our lives are not as fulfilling as we wanted to be is because we want to take a shortcut. The quickest route between 2 points is a straight line. Okay, so you got to cut through everything else and go straight to it. Are there going to be obstacles? Yes, there are. Are there going to be difficulties and challenges? Yes, they are. And I'm going to give you some concrete examples about that by taking my life and showing some of the things that I'm doing now and some things I wasn't doing and kind of comparing and contrasting. So you may or may not know, but I'm in the medical profession. I'm an emergency room nurse. Okay. That's not something that I thought that I was going to be growing up, or something that I dreamt that I was going to be, or even the idea that I had in my head for very long before I pursued it. But I found myself in a position where I wasn't able to provide for my family the way I wanted to. The opportunities that were presented to me, I felt as though I was being held back because I didn't have anything behind my name. I didn't have any sheet of paper or credentials. And so as a man, you're really not going to be able to do the type of things you want to do and have the impact that you can have until you distinguish yourself from the pack. Okay? So before, I was doing different things. I did qualify myself. I was an educator for some time. I did have some credentials concerning the subjects that I was teaching. But even then, because I didn't have a degree in the subject, that really, the knowledge and the different things that I was bringing really wasn't appreciated. And it really didn't put me in position to take care of my family the way I wanted to. So considerations and things that brothers say to themselves before getting into what could really benefit their situation and benefit those who are counting on them is, well, I'm not good at, or such and such is hard. So for me, the blood and the guts and, the emesis, the vomitus, and, all these just nasty things that nurses have to deal with every day going into the hospital, especially in the emergency room, not knowing what kind of, wild illnesses that people might be coming and exposure and stuff was something that was a mental challenge for me. And it was something that I felt like, how am I going to really overcome this? And what I had to ask myself is that, these things are hard. And going to school wasn't hard for me. And getting good grades wasn't hard for me. And taking hard sciences wasn't hard for me. A lot of times that's the challenge with a lot of people is that, the hard sciences and things of that nature, or the classes I got to take, or I got to go back to school. There's something that's a lot more challenging than all those things that you need to think about. And that's being broke. Being broke is one of the most extremely difficult and uncomfortable situations that you can be in, especially as a man who wants to be counted on, somebody who wants a family, somebody who wants a woman, somebody who wants children, somebody who wants to be somebody in the community. Being broke is not where it's at, brother. Being broke is the hardest thing you're going to do. And the problem is a lot of you are so used to it by now, and that's the problem. That's the terrible thing about human nature, is that you can get used to anything, whether it's good or bad, whether it's your nature or it's against your nature. You can choose to be used to that. And being broke is something that a lot of brothers choose to get used to. Yeah, I come from the hood. I come from humble beginnings. I come from a poor neighborhood. I come from parents who had to work for a living, who had to climb up out of their social status. But being broke is it's just not a good look. As you become a man, you don't want to be broke. This just is whack. You gotta get tired of yourself. You gotta get tired of your circumstances. You gotta be ready to do something. So every step of the way, I just thought about how being broke was so much harder than anything else that I had to face. You know, it's hard when you got a baby and you at the dollar store and the baby ran out of their diapers. And that's a story I always tell. One time my baby ran out of diapers. I get a call from my wife. Hey, we out of diapers. And I go to the dollar store and I could get a pack of diapers. I think it was $3.99 plus tax. And I'm looking at my pockets and I got like $2.17. And to this day, I don't know how I got those diapers. I know I didn't steal and I know I didn't beg. But I don't know how I got those diapers. But I know that day I told myself, and I was already on my way to what I'm doing now. And I told myself, I said, never again. I said, God willing, never again will I put myself or my family in a position where I'm at this situation. This is something unacceptable. And the brothers had to accept the challenge of not being broke. Stop being used to being broke. If you're not old and crippled, deaf, dumb, and blind, then there's no reason for you to be broke. And there's no reason for you not to face the challenges. And be a real man, you gotta face challenges, man. It takes work, brother. I mean, I want to say so much more in this video, but if I can just get you to understand one thing, that being broke, being incapable, being handicapped by your circumstances is a lot harder than the challenges you putting off your dreams for and putting off your goals for. Find something that you can do well that somebody off the street just can't come and pick up, and and distinguish yourself in that and specialize in that so that nobody can just come and take your job, and you will see the results. It won't have to be broke no more, and then you won't, and people be astonished at all the different challenges you overcome. But you gotta be motivated, brother. You gotta get sick of your circumstances in order to make a change. So that's it for this time. Please comment, share, subscribe, and leave me a comment and see how I can make these videos better. All right, peace.